The Descendants trilogy waved its bittersweet goodbye back in 2019. Since then, a lot has changed for the cast. Why did Dove Cameron struggle to accept herself?
It really took me a long time to stop feeling so bad about myself.
Who found love on set?
What?
And how do the actors continue to honor Cameron Boyce's memory? Let's dive in. Dove Cameron as Mal. Today, with her dark hair and edgy style, the actress is almost unrecognizable. Who would have thought that the blonde girl would go all dark and mysterious? But at 28, Dove's been through a lot. The Disney star faced a huge tragedy at just 15, when her father, Philip, passed away. Cameron admits she didn't know how to handle the pain.
It was just a whole hornet's nest of like trauma and being on camera and like bleaching my hair and trying to just like be okay.
The actress shared that she never felt like the typical Disney girl.
I had huge imposter syndrome. I felt like I was wearing a rubber mask or something.
Dove battled depression and didn't accept herself for a long time. In 2022, she shared a deeply emotional post, revealing her ongoing struggle.
I am not allowed to be just as I am. I am not meant to be here. I feel I must be something else if I am going to be allowed to be here. And I really do want to be here with you.
Thankfully, after lots of therapy, Cameron began her journey towards self-love. These days, Dove is in a much better place. She's living her truth and identifies as queer. And guess what? Her boyfriend, Damiano David, is her biggest cheerleader.
As my partner, he is very, very supportive. I've never felt invalidated by dating him as a straight man. I've always felt like he saw me as my full self and for my identity.
For those who don't know, Damiano is the frontman of the rock band Måneskin. The two met at the VMAs in 2022 and sparks flew. They started dating a year later, and now they're the definition of couple goals. Whether they're rocking the red carpet at the Met Gala or supporting each other at concerts, the pair look like they're having a blast together. As for Dove's career, she's been killing it. Her latest big role was as Betty in Schmigadoon. Besides this, she's getting ready to drop part 2 of her debut album, Alchemical. Now let's move on to her on-screen prince, shall we? Mitchell Hope as Ben. The 30-year-old star looks back at his Descendants days with nothing but love.
It was so big. I learned so much. I feel more confident as an actor and as a person as well. I have these lifelong friends.
However, when it comes to a possible comeback, Mitchell isn't quite ready.
It's a bit different. Cameron's no longer with us. I love Ben, I love Descendants, I love everyone that I worked with there. I wouldn't want to do it without him.
Oh, that really tugs at the heartstrings, right? Totally understandable, though. As for his career, Hope's been keeping it pretty low-key. His last roles were in Love You Like That and Don't Make Me Go. But maybe he's just biding his time for something big. Now, on to his love life, because who doesn't want the scoop on that? Since 2020, Mitchell's been in a relationship with Natalie Blanco. And if their Instagram pics are anything to go by, things are going very well for the happy couple. But what about his charming co-star, Sofia Carson as Evie? When it comes to staying busy, the actress is on fire. Coming up in December, you'll see her in Netflix's action thriller Carry On, starring Taron Egerton and Jason Bateman. But wait, there's more. Sofia teamed up with the legendary Andrea Bocelli for his concert film Andrea Bocelli 30: The Celebration, where she got to sing alongside the iconic tenor himself. And of course, she hasn't forgotten about her music career either. She's been dropping new songs left and right, including Slow Dance with BTS's Jimin. It's basically melted the hearts of fans everywhere. But when it comes to her romantic life, she's keeping things under wraps. Rumor has it that she was dating her Purple Hearts co-star, Nicholas Galitzine. And honestly, after seeing their on-screen chemistry, it wouldn't be a shocker. Even Sofia herself hinted at their instant connection.
The second that I met with Nick, it was via Zoom because he lived in the UK. I knew instantly that he was Luke because our chemistry was so great.
But alas, they haven't confirmed anything. So for now, we'll just have to assume they're good friends. At 31, Sofia seems to be single and laser-focused on her booming career. And hey, good for her. Who needs romance when you're crushing it like that? Now, let's check in on how Jafar's son is doing. Booboo Stewart as Jay. Recognize this handsome fella? Yup, it's Booboo Stewart. Though it might take a second since he's ditched those signature long locks we all knew and loved. As the actor himself puts it, it was time for a change.
Oh, dude, I I had long hair for such a long time. Literally. It had to go. People were, when they thought of me, they're like, oh, the hair. You're like, yeah, this long hair. He's got the long hair. And I just wanted to switch it up.
Well, we're here for it. New look, same Booboo. Since Descendants, the now 30-year-old has been thriving both as an actor and a musician. One of his latest roles was Luca in Good Trouble. But that's not all. Booboo is also the vocalist for that band Honey. Stewart's always exploring new outlets, and he even tried his hand at directing. He created the music video for Missing You all by himself.
I directed it in my garage on a green screen, and then I edited the entire thing on my phone using one app.
As for his personal life, according to his social media, Booboo is currently single, but he seems happy with where he's at, and honestly, that's all that matters. Next up, let's sail over to the fabulous Lady Pirate. China Anne McClain as Uma. This girl just couldn't say goodbye to the franchise, so she made her big return as Uma in Descendants, The Rise of Red.
I've been with her for a long, long time, so I was excited to see how they updated Uma.
And we were just as excited to see her back in action. But it wasn't all smooth sailing.
I was apprehensive to revisit the Descendants world at first because losing Cam was the first heartbreak I've ever experienced. But once I saw how excited the new generation of kids were, it reminded me of myself when we created the original films.
And here's a sweet bonus. There's a special tribute to Carlos in the spin-off, but we'll get to that later. Now, let's dive into China's love life. Who's she dating? Well, we hate to break it to you, but the 26-year-old actress is single at the moment. However, she's all about the grind right now. McClain is gearing up for the release of her new movie, Brewster's Millions Christmas, coming this December. Oh, and don't forget to check out her TikTok. She's always posting some killer dance videos. Let's see what another Descendants star has been up to. Thomas Doherty as Harry. This Scottish heartthrob is doing just fine. Even though the Gossip Girl reboot he starred in got canceled after its second season, Thomas isn't too upset. He found a lot more than just a role there.
But I'm really, really grateful for everything that the show's given me. Like, I've made amazing friends and the opportunity to work in a city that I'm just in love with, and met my girlfriend.
Doherty started dating Dutch model Yasmin Wijnaldum in 2021, and judging by the flood of adorable couple pics on social media, they're going strong. But it's not just his love life that's thriving. His career's doing great too. You can catch the 29-year-old actor in shows like Tell Me Lies and Girls 5 Eva. Plus, Thomas is a Dior ambassador and even dabbles in modeling himself. And we have another star who's happily in love. Sarah Jeffery as Audrey. Looking back on her Descendants days, Sarah had a blast portraying the villain.
I liked getting to play the mean girl because I feel like that's so, I hope, out of my range as a normal human.
After her time in the franchise, Jeffery landed the lead role in the popular reboot of Charmed. And if that's not enough, she'll also star in the upcoming Netflix drama The 6888. But acting isn't her only passion. The 28-year-old star is also a dedicated vegan and animal advocate.
I think mentally in these times, especially, we're in such challenging times, that bringing compassion to all beings is so important.
On the personal front, Sarah has been in a relationship with comedian and actor Joseph Vexi since 2023. The couple loves sharing cute, cozy pics on Instagram. And now, let's take a moment to remember an actor whose loss still hurts. Cameron Boyce as Carlos. The young man brought light and laughter everywhere he went. Sadly, in 2019, at just 20 years old, Cameron passed away due to complications from epilepsy. Even now, years later, his friends and co-stars still can't talk about him without tearing up.
Was, I think I would probably venture to say, the most alive person I've ever known. And losing him was a massive blow and darkness.
Beyond his incredible acting, Boyce was known for his big heart and philanthropic efforts.
There are a lot of people who initially are sort of placed as bad, and the old adage is, just don't judge a book by its cover. Let someone really be who they are.
His legacy lives on through the Cameron Boyce Foundation, which works to reduce gun violence and fight epilepsy. His influence is still felt by every Descendants cast member, which is why it was so touching to see a tribute to him in the Rise of Red spinoff.
It's what Carlos would have wanted.
We miss you, Cam. Always. And that's a wrap for today. Want to learn more about the Descendants cast? Be sure to check out our other videos on the channel. And as always, thanks for watching.